All right, welcome to Season 2, Episode 10 of Deep Dive with Dr. Fitz. I'm your host, Dr. Sean Fitzpatrick, Superintendent of Schools here in the Schuylkill Haven Area School District, and I am surrounded by brain cells today. A very, very bright panel of guests today. We'll start with, to my left, Faith Krammes, who is a Junior National Honor Society member, Bella Murphy, another Junior National Honor Society member, and TJ Adams, a third Junior National Honor Society member. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So glad to have you. Let's go through a couple of quick updates. So last night we inducted new members into our Schuylkill Haven Area High School National Honor Society. Awesome people to my left. And right now, as we're recording this, Alan Evans and Talon Spittler are at Penn State University playing in the PIAA AA Golf Championships. And I don't want to jinx anyone, but as we are recording this, Alan is right there near the leaderboard, like right there between first and second, the last couple holes. And Talon is doing terrific as well. So best of luck to both of them. By the time this episode airs, we'll know the outcome there. Also, want to mention this Friday night, 6 p.m., movies at the middle school. We are showing Monster House, and that is sponsored by our day club. But today we're going to talk National Honor Society, something that I only dreamt about as a high school student. In fact, I think they kept me as far away from the National Honor Society as they could back in my high school days, but we won't get into that. Let's talk about good kids that have done some great things and they're getting recognized for it. So, Faith, let's start with you. Talk about what it means personally to be inducted.
I think to be inducted into the National Honor Society, it's just recognition for the hard work we've done over the years. Throughout high school, I know we can all say that we've worked really hard on different assignments and projects, and also just to show good character. Yeah. We've done a lot of things to help show that we are, I would say good people, and we work really hard with what we do. Yeah, National Honor Society, by the way, is a group, and how do I say it? The teachers ultimately make the decision. Yeah. So this isn't something that the superintendent gets a vote or anything like that. This is a group that is specifically governed by our teachers. Good. Bella, how about you?
I agree with Faith a lot. Like, we're all in so many sports and extracurriculars that just being able to have these extremely high grades and keep up with work, we've all earned it.
Bella, I got to tell the story. Like, you are one of my favorite stories to tell because you've come so far out of your shell since you've gotten to high school, and I love it. And Bella was in our musical last year, and she played the part in the musical where the Wicked Witch dies in The Wizard of Oz, and Bella has the famous line, "You killed her. You killed the Wicked Witch." It was my favorite line in the show. And by the way, the Wicked Witch was actually my daughter, so I shouldn't have been we shouldn't have been rejoicing all that much. But you were terrific in the musical, and the guy next to you is pretty good in the musical too. So
I think so.
Yeah, not too bad. TJ, how about you?
I think, it's in the name, Honor Society. So I feel like, for me, I can probably speak for the rest of the members. It was an honor to be recognized, to be given that, because it has the teachers recognize and other peers recognize that you're doing a good job, you're a good person, you're taking part in your school and outside of school too. So I think it was a good honor. Yeah. By the way, he was the scarecrow, so he's not very happy with the recent drought conditions right now. So as a scarecrow, you look forward to rain. All right, let's talk Bella on this one. You take the first crack at it. How do you balance your academics, your extracurriculars, and community service commitments? Because you're pretty involved.
I am pretty involved. I take any minute I have in between classes, after assignments, to work on other stuff. Right after school, I go to soccer, and then right when I get home, I'm immediately working on all of my homework for all my APs and just honors courses in general. Good for you. What happened to your wrist, by the way, there? During a soccer game against Schuylkill Valley, very rough girl was injuring a few of our teammates.
And you're recovering nicely, though, I see.
Absolutely. I can still play. It's just an arm.
That's just an arm. Let the record state that that's the first time a student during Deep Dive with Dr. Fitz said, It's just an arm. So, TJ, how are your arms doing?
So far, so good.
Good.
But I think with school, you just need to use what time you have. I personally have 2 online gym classes, so that gives me a few classes that I can focus on a little bit of other work. So I think, again, just focus on what time you have, whatever you have free time, study, look over your notes from that day, look over any tests or anything that you have later in the week, and just make sure that you stay focused on whatever you're supposed to be doing during that time.
Good. I love what Mr. Sickett and Mr. Wortman have been doing too, even in the lobby entrance to the high school last couple of years, trying to create that like almost collegiate-like atmosphere where we have charging stations for your phones and your devices. We have areas that you can sit on comfortable furniture. We have, of course, the coffee shop, and creating that atmosphere where, hey, you have an extra 15 minutes that you can sit out there and you can get some work done. And I love that. And hopefully we can keep expanding on that. We actually added some more spaces like that downstairs last year in our gymnasium entry area where students can sit and get some homework done and get ahead on some assignments. So good. All right, TJ, you're first on this one. How has your time at Schuylkill Haven Area High School shaped your academic journey and character?
I think just the atmosphere of our school, I think it's very stress-free, but also they really want you to focus on what you're supposed to be doing, what's supposed to be right. And I think our teachers here do a really good job at preparing us for future classes and future life activities. And I feel like everybody's really supportive in what they're doing, and that just encourages me more to do well for them too.
Yeah, love that. Great. Bella, how about you?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the
I
question?
will, Bella. I'll repeat this question for you because it was a long one, I must admit. So how has your time at Schuylkill Haven Area High School shaped your academic journey and character?
I definitely think the teachers were one of the biggest impacts to me. I don't think I've ever had a teacher that has made me hate this school. They've all been so helpful. They make me want to learn.
I like that. Good. Faith, how about you?
I really agree with Bella. I think teachers have extended such great opportunities to us, and they've all been, like, I've never had a teacher that I've went to for extra help turn me down and say, we taught this to you in class. Every teacher is very willing to give us extra help. I also think we have a great group of kids. Like, our junior class is a really good group of kids, and we all work together really, really well. So I think that's definitely helped us all, like, motivate ourselves and drive.
Love it. Who or what inspires you to strive for excellence in academic and service? Faith, back to you on that one.
Definitely my parents. They tell me every day, they teach me work ethic. I see how hard they work, and they do so much for us, and I see what they've done, so I try to mimic that.
So a little lesson there, and exactly to what you're saying. Most of what you will learn is caught, not taught, right? You're going to catch good parents that work hard and set that example. Good teachers that are, never, they're always on their feet and they're walking around, they're monitoring what you're doing and they're checking in on you. And so I'd love to hear you say that. Good. And you do have good parents, by the way. Pretty good. Yours are pretty good too, though. Right, Bella? How about you? Who or what has inspired you?
Well, I do agree. My parents have inspired me throughout my entire life, but I would also say that just the honors class, the juniors class in general, we're all so close. Like, I can confide in them for literally anything. I feel safe with them. They'll help me out anytime I need.
And if we ever needed to feed them soup, who would we consult with?
My dad.
That's right. Our dad is the master soup maker for our Boosters concession stand. I love his soup. TJ, I know you've got great parents, so how about you?
Yeah, I would have to agree with both of them. I think my parents especially, they encourage me to do the best that I can, but they also make sure that even if I don't exceed my own expectations, they encourage me that I'm doing a great job. But also to go off of Bella, I think especially our honors classes, I feel like most of us have been in the same class for about 5 years now. So I think we're all very reliant on each other, but we also help each other when we need to, and we enjoy each other's presence, and we're all a big family pretty much. So we count on kids like you because you're the future of our community, and that leads us to our next question. How do you plan to use the skills and experience that you're gaining in National Honor Society to make that positive impact in the community? Let's go to Bella on this one first. How do you plan to use some of the skills from NHS in building you and helping make a positive impact on the community?
Well, I plan to be, because of National Honor Society, I want to be a role model for younger kids coming up, that if you take the time and effort to work on stuff, play sports, just be a part of the community, you'll get rewards for it. Like, you will be acknowledged. It's not going to be for nothing. You will have something you will get something out of this.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I love what you said there. Sometimes those rewards aren't even trophies or plaques. They're just going home feeling good about a great workout that you maybe had at a practice, or you watched another teammate, reach a milestone or something like that. TJ, how about you?
I think, trying to go off what she said, keeping up with the expectation that got us into National Honor Society. I think setting that good example for everybody else and doing the good community service, keeping your grades up, being involved throughout the school. I feel like just continuing to do that, and that'll improve not only myself, but the school in general.
Our community loves our school. They do. They're very proud of what we have here, and they're proud to give all of you beautiful buildings, great teachers, phenomenal staff around you each and every day. So it's important for them to hear that we've got a bright future coming into their community soon too. Cool. How about you?
I'd like to take some of the things that we learn from National Honor Society, not only with the next 2 years of high school, but also outside of high school. I think we're all taught how to work hard, and that's one thing I hope that we don't get to college and we're like, oh, we worked hard to get here, and now we can kind of relax, but continue to work hard in our lives and strive for what we want. Yeah,
sometimes we hear people say, work hard now, create an easier, I don't like to use the word easier, but an easier life later, right? We're going to put forth the work now to put yourself in a position that maybe you'll work a job that you'll love the rest of your life and have that opportunity. All right, now you're giving advice to 7th, 8th grader that says, I might want to, strive to be an NHS. What advice do you give to those younger kids that are going to be maybe just coming into the high school next year as 8th graders, or maybe they've even spent a year in our high school as 8th graders? We'll start with you, Faith, on this one.
So I know when I was in middle school, I really, really struggled with academics, and it didn't come naturally to me, and it never really did. So I just worked really hard to get here, and I would say if you want it bad enough, it's an achievable goal, and you will get there. Just strive for it.
That's great. That's great to hear that we have a kid that's wandering our middle school hallways right now, and maybe things aren't easy for them right now, knowing that you work hard at it, you can turn it around. Cool. Bella?
I would say don't wait last minute to get work done. Schedule your time. Don't rush yourself. Take that time out of your day and do it well. Yeah,
great advice. TJ?
I think, along with academics, I think you should just get involved. Do a lot of things, do a lot of good things, and having a lot of free time isn't always a good thing, because I feel like you often want to do whatever you want in that free time. But if you have clubs and extracurriculars, you can go and enjoy those, and then have a set schedule that really helps build your mind and build good practices and routines that'll eventually help you not only outside of school but inside of school too.
So if I can point out something that I think impresses me most about really this whole group of kids here, the diversity in what you participate in. Okay, so we'll see TJ on a stage singing. We'll also see him on a Friday night performing in a marching band. We'll see him playing sports. We'll see Faith running tomorrow as we film this in what is a huge district event for cross country. And then Murph, you're over there with an injured arm there, but yet you're still going to be playing in a district playoff game in girls soccer and on that stage performing. So every time you get involved in something, it's with a different group of kids. So the kids that are in the musical might be different than the kids that are in cross country, might be different than the kids that are in the marching band, might be different than the kids that are playing baseball or football. You're meeting different, diverse groups of kids, and the more we can expose ourselves to that diversity, the better we'll be. The more we can start to understand differences instead of judging differences, the better off we're all going to be. So good for you. Kudos. You didn't even realize you were doing that, did you? So, all right, this is my favorite part. This is what we refer to as our deep dive, rapid fire, dirty dozen. And I'm going to ask you 12 questions, and we're going to fly right through these. You don't even have time to think about it. Give your answer, and then we'll move right on to the next person. If you really don't know an answer, just say pass. And then we'll all laugh at you and make fun of you. No, we won't do that. All right, let's start with TJ on this one. Describe yourself in 3 words.
Personable, hardworking, outgoing.
Good. Bella?
Loyal, kind, compassionate.
Good. Faith.
Hardworking, kind, and funny.
Yeah, good words. Check. Favorite class or subject? Schuylkill Haven Area High School, Bella Murphy.
Can I say lunch?
No, that does not count because we will get to your favorite lunch in just a bit.
Spanish class.
Oh, good. All right, good. Faith, how about you?
I like a push.
Okay,
I like AP Line.
very good. Check. Favorite lunch in the Schuylkill Haven Area High School cafeteria? Let's go to Faith on this one.
I like the cheese sticks. Do you know the ones I'm talking about?
Ring the bell, like mozzarella stick kind of things.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah, they're really good. They are. Yeah, probably not very good for
No,
you.
no
but
nutritional value, but they're really, really
They are
good.
delicious, though. Bella,
French toast.
really? Yeah, the breakfast for lunch just never did it for me, but to each his own. TJ.
I don't eat school lunch often, but it's got to be the Stromboli.
But when
It is-
you
it
do,
is
it's
amazing.
Stromboli day.
It is amazing.
All right, I have to agree with him on that. I had my first Stromboli last week.
And
I
you loved it, didn't you?
I did.
It's
I loved
wonderful.
it. All right, let's go back to Bella on this one. Favorite fast food spot?
So I don't like fast food.
Good.
So I
That's
don't
all
have
right.
one.
You don't have to answer that. That's a great response because you're healthy. Good for
I
you.
am.
Good. TJ, let's go to you.
I like Chick-fil-A.
Okay. They have a good Cobb salad at Chick-fil-A.
I
It's
don't
very
get
healthy.
Cobb salad. I
You should
definitely
try
get
it
the
sometime.
nuggets.
Faith, what's yours?
I like Burger King,
What do you like at Burger King?
the Whopper, and I think they have better fries than McDonald's.
I would agree.
They have
Okay.
better fries than
Yeah,
McDonald's.
that's a toss-up for me. All right, let's go to TJ on this one. Fact or cap, Dunkin' Donuts is the best place to get coffee.
I don't like coffee. So
No coffee for him. He's bowing out on the coffee.
I don't like coffee either. But my mom loves to get coffee from Dunkin'. so.
She's a Dunkin'?
She's a Dunkin'
All right,
girl.
that's good. Faith, how about you?
I'm gonna say Cap. My dad's gonna be so mad at me, but
Yeah.
no. I don't like their flavor shots. I think they're like
A little too much for you.
they're too much,
All right,
yeah.
we'll check that one off. Wow, that was a Debbie Downer of a fact or cap question there, wasn't it? All right, what makes you smile the most? That's the question in this one. Let's start with Bella.
My cat. I love her so much. She's my baby.
What's your cat's name?
Audrey.
Audrey. That's a real human-like name for a cat.
Yeah,
Not like
and then-
Cuddles or.
No,
Yeah.
and Audrey Hutchinson has a dog named Bella, so we even each other out.
That is pretty. Was that done intentionally or?
Not really.
That's pretty funny.
It just kind of happened like that.
That's actually pretty funny. Good. How about you, Faith?
we have like a good inside joke. I
Okay.
really like inside
A
jokes.
good
Yeah.
inside joke makes you smile the most. TJ?
I'd have to say, a lot of the times my sister and I have inside jokes, so I feel like whenever those come out, sometimes those just make me laugh for hours.
Yeah, my children have a lot of inside jokes about me, and I've noticed they film me around the house a lot, and I have a feeling I'm like unknowingly a star somewhere, like TikTok, but in not a good way. So yes, all right, okay. You can choose one superpower. What would that superpower be? Let's start with Faith on this one. What superpower would you choose?
I think I'd like to time travel.
Okay, we've had a few time travelers over the years. That's a good one. Yes.
Teleportation.
Teleportation, very similar. Yeah.
I think if I could slow down time so that I can get a little bit more work done in a
Yes.
night, maybe that.
Like just kind of pause things.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like
Pause the
frozen
clock,
and you're
I'm
just working
sitting
away.
there doing AP Line.
Okay, that's a good. I always want to fly. That's my go-to. All right, here we go. If you could switch places with one person, athlete, celebrity, anyone, who would you choose? Let's go to TJ on this one.
I'd have to say you, Dr.
Oh,
Fitzpatrick.
thanks,
you,
TJ.
You have a great day every day.
I do
seems
have a
like.
great day. I love being around you kids. You make me happy to be here. So, Bella, how about you?
Zendaya. Awesome fashion sense, and she's dating Spider-Man.
Okay, that is true. She does
Yeah.
have great fashion sense.
She does.
Which Spider-Man, though?
Tom Holland, obviously.
Okay, all right. Not Toby?
Well, she's not dating Toby.
No, okay. Well, then we can only date one. I'm with you. Good. All right. Faith.
I'd say Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he's pretty funny. I actually got to
yeah.
see him perform live a
I've
couple
never
years
met
ago.
anyone say they didn't like Adam Sandler.
It's
so-
true. He is hilarious. All right. Good answers. Favorite movie or TV show? Bella, start with you.
Ooh, I do really like the new Beetlejuice movie.
I didn't see it yet. but
Oh, you need to.
I
It's
will.
so good.
Okay, maybe we can add that to movies at the middle school this winter. All right, cool. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
I'd have to
Beetlejuice,
say Forrest Gump. It's probably the greatest movie of all time.
Yeah.
Very quotable movie too.
Yes, it is very quotable.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I'm going to go with a show. I really like The Office.
Oh, The Office is a
Yeah.
great show. All right, that's good stuff. So the holidays, I love two movies. Thanksgiving, my favorite movie is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
That's a great
And
one.
Christmas, my favorite movie is Christmas Vacation. I'm going to see Clark W. Griswold when he visits Reading in November. So that should be fun. What nickname did your parents or maybe a relative used to call you? A nickname. Let's start with Faith on this one.
My grandmother calls me Pina Marie.
Pina Marie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new one. I've never heard that one. It might even be Bellworthy. Bella.
My mom has always called me Bella Shay. That's my middle name is Shay. So
Okay.
she's always called me my first and middle name.
Bella Shay. I like that. TJ.
It's a long story how this came about, but my dad calls me Duppy. I don't know why.
Okay.
I think it was something I said when I was younger, and
Yeah.
then it just stuck. So
Yeah, I had a son that we called Whoopsie too
Oh.
for a while. We don't know why.
Yeah.
None of us know why
Same-
we called him
same
that,
kind
you
of
know.
thing.
And I won't say which son because they'd probably kill me. So, all right, Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat, TJ.
I don't have social media. Pass.
Good for you, smart boy.
I only have Snapchat, so Snapchat.
Snapchat, it is.
I'm going to say Instagram.
Instagram. All right, good. And the old people like me are still trying to navigate our way through Facebook. And the final question in our rapid fire Dirty Dozen, we will start with Bella on this one. Your favorite song to sing in the car? And I'm guessing it's Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead.
Oh,
No?
no, but any Disney princess song, I love listening to Disney.
Okay.
Even the villain songs, those are so good.
Yeah, that's the first time we've had that answer. That's a good response. Good. TJ.
I think the classics always probably "Living on a Prayer." That's like everybody knows that song,
Yeah.
so that's a good one to jam out to.
So I like to save that song when the band is getting set up for your halftime performance. I like to play that song because it always says the line, "We're halfway there."
We
So
are
that's what
indeed
I
halfway
typically
there.
play right before the band gets ready for their halftime performance. This has been wonderful. I've enjoyed talking to all three of you. Three outstanding students here in Schuylkill Haven Area High School. Anything you want to add as members of NHS?
No, this was fun.
Great time. Back to class with all of you. It's been a great start to the school year. Can you believe we are approaching November already in this
It's
school year?
insane.
It is absolutely insane. But we have a lot of good stuff to come the rest of this school year. Folks, be sure to like and share this podcast. Spread the word. Share this out. Tell everybody what awesome kids Schuylkill Haven Area High School has. And remember, make those positives so loud that the negatives are almost impossible to hear.